Okay, let's go.
Yo. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean it, man.
Who's the bitch? Which one? Which one is the bitch?
No.
The most disturbing encounters don't always begin with violence. Sometimes they begin with a quiet trail, an empty road, or the feeling that someone already knows where you are. In these stories, a stranger follows a couple deep into the Appalachian woods and leaves a note on their car, while another campsite is marked in the dark before gunshots force them to run. So, when isolation turns into a pattern, how do you know you were ever alone? On December 20th, 2025, the YouTube channel A Tiny Nomad recorded a solo winter drive across Alaska. The trip followed Gina, a nomadic traveler living from her Toyota 4Runner, as she drove from Palmer toward Fairbanks, the coldest city in the United States. The channel centers on slow travel winter survival and minimalist life on the road. This time, the landscape offered nothing but cold distance and silence.
Y'all just don't even know how much I'm enjoying this section of the Parks Highway right now. For it to be dead of winter and this road to be so nice is a freaking luxury. Not having to worry about ice or even slow down, I'm cruising. I know it's not gonna last long though. They've done a really fantastic job at keeping this road, at least this section, plowed and clear. I just checked Denali National Park weather, which is, I think Denali's an hour and a half, 2 max away from Fairbanks, and it's supposed to snow in Denali tonight, which could mean snow for that whole area. That could make a difference on if I decide to keep driving all day today or to stop. I would rather not drive this highway if it's gonna snow tonight. And I just found out it is calling for snow tonight in Fairbanks. So I might want to try to get to Fairbanks by tonight. Alright, we have officially got into this section where it's pretty nasty. This is just straight ice we're driving on right now. Well, friends, we may not make it to Fairbanks today like I thought, because I did not expect this highway to be as bad as it is. It was so good in the beginning, and now I'm just driving on ice. I've never driven on ice like this before. I'm having to drive very slow. Right now I'm going 35 miles per hour. It's absolutely brutal, you guys. It's awful. I have been going about 45 miles per hour for a long time now, and nobody's behind me. That means that most people probably don't drive on this road in the winter, I guess. The bright side is we are officially halfway there.
As Gina left Palmer and moved north, the temperature fell fast and daylight disappeared. What started as a manageable drive required constant restraint, with every choice shaped by ice cold and distance. Alone inside the vehicle, she reduced her speed, knowing control mattered more than confidence. The journey quietly tightened.
I'm trying to thaw out my drone right now so I can get some drone shots of this gorgeous winter landscape, but it's pretty frozen. Look at that sunset, you guys. The colors are fantastic. Well, I just pulled over to fly my drone for the first time today after warming it up because it was frozen. Then when I went to fly it, the battery just completely depleted. I'm guessing that was because it was in freezing temperatures for a while. We're about 150 miles from Fairbanks, and I still have not decided if I'm gonna drive all the way there tonight. All right, we just hit negative 18 degrees. Ouch, this is the coldest weather I've ever experienced in my life. Yeah, negative 18. It's frigid. It hurts my hands. Crushing. God, so beautiful. Just hit negative 20. All right, you guys. So I think I've made a decision about what I'm gonna do tonight. The internet says that it is 6 degrees in Denali National Park right now. It's negative 15 right now, so we'll see if that's true. And if it is 6 degrees there, I'm going to pull over and sleep there. The temperature is supposed to just get warmer through the nights. I think it's gonna go up to like 12 degrees. I could make it to Fairbanks tonight, but the reason I don't want to do that is 2 reasons. It's getting dark, and the darker it gets, the less easily I can see moose, and hitting one of those can be life-threatening. Another reason why I don't really want to go straight to Fairbanks is because I think when we get there, it's going to be negative 17 degrees, and because I've never tested my sleeping bag out in that weather yet, I don't really want to do that. Could just get a very cheap hotel for the night there, but if it's 6 degrees in Denali, we're just gonna do that. It is supposed to snow a little. I'll tell you what though, this road is clear as a mother. It is beautiful. I would even be willing to sleep in my sleeping bag at negative 10. I just don't want to go straight to negative 18. You should never do that with sleeping bags. Okay, the weatherman is playing games with me because it is not getting warmer. It's turning colder. Negative 24. Well, we just passed the entrance for Denali National Park and it's negative 20. I don't know what is going on with that weather forecast. Okay, we went from like negative 22 to negative 13. We'll see. We'll see if it keeps going down. It is at negative 9 degrees right now. We're actually going down. 5 miles ago, we were at negative 20, right when I passed the Denali Park Road. If it actually goes down to the 5 degrees like the weather forecast said, it's going to be seriously blown. We might camp here because it is negative 4 degrees and I feel very comfortable in that temperature. So since it's supposed to snow tonight, I'm gonna put this Arctic frost cover thing over my front windshield. It's definitely still very cold out there because with the wind chill, it's making it negative 18. Usually I sleep with no socks, but it does feel pretty cold tonight, so I'm gonna put some fresh, clean wool socks on.
Near Denali, black ice removed any feeling of safety. Gear struggled in the cold, and even short stops became uncomfortable. Instead of driving into darkness, Gina decided to stop and sleep inside the vehicle, balancing warmth and exhaustion while the temperature outside continued dropping. Stopping lowered the risk, but did not erase it.
There's snow road, you guys. There's snow road today. This is wild. There's a truck like 100 feet ahead of me right now. Cannot even see the truck. Super low visibility. God. Nobody is driving on this road today. God. Well, that was just weird. There was this person following me and I just pulled over to let them pass because that's what I always do, especially during weather like this. And when I went to pull over, they pulled over too, directly behind me. Okay, I guess I'll just keep on going. So I keep on going. Car starts moving again too, and probably 5 or 10 miles down the road, I was like, I do not want this car behind me anymore. So I pulled into this rest stop that I'm at right now. They pull into the rest stop, get right behind me, park their car, and I'm just sitting here like wondering like what are they gonna do? Then all of a sudden they drive away and then they turn around and start going the opposite direction. Honestly, weird. It makes it even weirder the fact that they didn't drive on and just keep on going the direction they were going, but they turned around. 30 more miles. We are almost there. Well, we are stuck behind this snowplow truck that's going about 25 miles per hour. All the snow blows behind the truck and just really impairs your visibility. I mean, look at this. There's a car right in front of me, but you can barely see it. Even with the car's blinkers on, can't really see it. Winter wonderland it is.
The next day, snowfall grew heavier, and visibility almost disappeared. As Gina neared Fairbanks, another vehicle appeared behind her, stopping when she stopped waiting when she waited. No signals, no explanation. It stayed just long enough to feel intentional, as if its presence had a purpose left unsaid. Eventually, the road opened. Fairbanks appeared ahead, and she arrived safely, leaving the moment unresolved. Many viewers shifted their attention from the cold itself to the discomfort of being silently followed without explanation. When nothing happens but intent seems present, how do you separate coincidence from something more? On January 5th, 2023, the YouTube channel Camper Vibe posted a video covering a 48-hour solo camping trip in southern England. The trip followed a woman camping alone in Daring Woods, also called Screaming Woods, near the village of Pluckley in Kent. The channel centers on solo camping, outdoor living, and quiet personal moments in nature. This trip took place in a forest she did not fully understand before night arrived.
Pluckley is Britain's most haunted village. In fact, with over 14 known ghosts, it has a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records confirming it's the most haunted place in the UK. Dinner tonight is going to be a simple affair. Meatballs and pasta out of a packet. The owls are out already. It's getting cold. There is a lot of noises in these woods. Sounds like kids screaming. That's just a train. Is it a bird or is it kids screaming? That's a bird. That's a gunshot. I don't know if you'll be able to hear a lot of this, it's pretty distant, but it sounds like kids screaming. Honestly, I've never known a woods with so many strange noises. It's not just your normal birds and stuff and planes, there's a lot of planes. There's like this weird... This is definitely odd. I've got no idea if you guys heard that or not, but honestly, I don't like it. It's not deer, like I know what deer sound like. I've spent so much time with deer.
As the first night settled in, the woods made themselves known through sound instead of sight. Screams carried through Daring Woods, distant, sharp, and impossible to identify. At times they sounded like a child, at others like an injured animal. With no phone signal and no clear source, the darkness offered only unanswered noise. The sounds remained, refusing to explain themselves. Later that night, the fear came closer.
Was that? I don't want to turn the light on because I'm pretty convinced there's been a person or persons. What the fuck is going on? that's just the owls. I didn't want to turn the light on earlier because I swear to God that was footsteps. I'm sure I can still hear footsteps. And trains.
Footsteps were heard circling the hammock shelter in the early morning hours. They slowed, stopped, then started again, close enough to feel intentional. She stayed still, choosing not to switch on a flashlight, knowing the light might reveal her position more than clarify anything. Whatever was moving remained just beyond certainty.
It had been a long and mostly sleepless night, but with the weather looking okay, I wanted to make the most of my time. There is absolutely no signal or phone service in these woods whatsoever, but I could pick up the van's Wi-Fi. Look at that, the woods I was in last night, the creepy, noisy woods. You can book, it's so haunted, you can book a ghost tour. What on earth? Well, it's not every day you see an old truck in the middle of nowhere. I've got absolutely no idea how this old Bedford truck would have got here. I'll tell you what though, a bit of a clear out inside and it'd be a wicked place for a wild camp. Definitely reckon I could get my hammock in the corner up there and then across on the angle. What a cracking little spot to camp out that would be. Absolutely mental.
Daylight brought context rather than comfort. Using Wi-Fi from her van, she searched the location and realized she had camped in Screaming Woods, a forest known for disturbing history and folklore. While nearby, she saw an abandoned truck deep in the woods, far from any road. Its presence felt out of place, strengthening the unease from the night before. Understanding the area only made the discomfort sharper. The second night was quieter, but not less disturbing. Without the earlier sounds, her attention turned inward.
My current view as a lookout over camp. As you can imagine, knowing what I know now, being alone in the woods is a little bit eerie. I just want to quickly show you one thing. I think I got a shot of it last night in my petrified state when I was trying to be quiet. Let's see if I can find it in the dark. There's camp way over there, and as I came around the corner when I was walking about last night, oh, focus, tell me that that doesn't look like a child's face or two children. So as I came round, I had my head torch on and I walked like that and literally just jumped out of me.
Beneath a flashlight beam, the tree shapes looked twisted, one burned trunk, resembling the faces of two children staring back. Whether illusion or chance, the image stayed with her. When the trip ended, no explanation came. She left the forest, shaken, unable to explain what she had heard or why it felt deliberate. Viewers were split. Some blamed wildlife or imagination, while others believed the footsteps suggested a nearby human presence. When fear comes from what stays unseen, does the truth still matter? Or is uncertainty the real threat? On July 21st, 2024, a 23-year-old content creator named Christian Durante uploaded a video to his channel that drew attention not because it was entertaining, but because it felt unsettling. Christian's channel includes everything from pranks to outdoor adventures. His girlfriend Gia often appears alongside. The video posted that Sunday was different from anything he had shared before. Christian had been getting over an illness. A morning hike on the Appalachian Trail with his girlfriend seemed like an easy way to spend time outside again. The trail was quiet that Saturday. There were not many other people nearby, only the two of them and trees. Early in the hike, a man in a hoodie passed them from the opposite direction. By itself, that meant nothing. Hikers pass each other all the time on shared trails. But then, that same man showed up behind them.
It's our first time ever, hiking. I don't really expect us to, be super, clean with it,
Dude's wearing a hoodie.
I don't know why he's wearing a hoodie.
That's weird.
That's not even a trail. And why is he wearing a hoodie, sweatpants, and it's way too much, bro.
He was trailing them, keeping just enough distance to appear casual. So they chose to let him move ahead instead of leaving him behind them. They slowed down, stepped away from the path, and waited. The man passed by. Then he stopped, turned back, and said something to them.
That guy's back. Should we let him pass?
Yeah, maybe. We'll just accept it.
Yeah.
Got my shoe.
Why do you always have something going on with your shoe? Yeah, we're good. Thank you, man. She's just taking stuff off her shoes really quick. You good? That was weird. All right, come on, let's just go. Hopefully we see more people on the trail. I mean, we did let him pass, so.
They tried to brush it off. Maybe he was just awkward around people. Maybe they were reading too much into it. They gave him the benefit of the doubt and kept moving.
Hey, look at splits. Yeah, I know. So if he's going that way, we'll probably just go this way. That's perfect then. We lost the creep. All right, he's not a creep. We don't know if he's a creep. Maybe he's just asking. Yeah, he's probably just worried or...
A few other hikers appeared soon after. That helped. Things felt more normal again, but that feeling did not last. Eventually, the trail divided into two directions. Christian and his girlfriend took one path. The man in the hoodie took the other. That should have ended the situation. It did not. When they kept moving up the trail, the man appeared again ahead of them on the path they had chosen.
I thought he split on that trail already.
Should we leave?
No, we have to get to the top. I swear the trail split. And it's two different trails, right?
I don't like that. I'm kind of scared.
I know, that's our second interaction with him. I think he's like, I know, I think, look at him. He's like purposely slowing down so that like he's over there. You see him?
Maybe that's like what we heard, him coming back around.
Oh, that noise, right?
There was no clear way to explain how he had gotten there. The trail had split. He had taken another route, yet somehow there he was. That erased any remaining doubt.
Because we're probably going to see him at the top, right? Like,
I mean, that's the only end place, yeah, is the top. Hopefully there's more people up there. If we get to the top and then we see people that's coming down, we'll just walk down with them.
Yeah.
So it's not as weird. What's up, man?
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, we're just... All right, come on. That was the last straw. We're heading back. Do you guys hear what he said? I know, he's not coming. Oh, he is coming. Just speed walk, because like, yeah, if you get hurt.
This was not random. He was following them. They decided immediately. They were no longer continuing toward the summit. They turned around and headed back as quickly as possible without running, staying close together and watching the trail behind them all the way down. They reached the car, got inside. Then they discovered a note left on the vehicle placed there before they had even returned.
How did they even get there, bro?
I don't know. You want to get it off?
Yeah, I don't want to get out because he might be here.
What? Wait, what is this?
You guys are cute. I'm a big fan. Smiley face. That's literally what that guy said to us on the trail.
The note mentioned something the man had said to them on the trail. This person had recognized Christian as a content creator, followed him and Gia deep into a remote area, appeared again after the path split, and reached their parked car first to leave a written message. Psychologists describe this kind of behavior as delusional attachment, when someone convinces themselves they have a special bond with a public figure, even though that connection does not exist. It can escalate. The fact that this person knew where their car was parked before they returned suggests preparation, not chance. Recognizing someone on a trail is one thing. Planning around their location, their route, and their parked vehicle is something else entirely. This did not feel like a random encounter. What do you think this person's original plan really was? A group of cyclists was riding along a trail on a quiet afternoon. A river flowed nearby, its sound drifting through the trees though it could not be seen. It was the kind of place where nothing dangerous was expected to happen. Then one rider lightly bumped another, a slow speed touch, the type that happens often on shared paths and usually ends with a quick apology before everyone continues. This time, it did not.
Holy shit, that's pretty. Yo. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean it, eh? I mean, like, if you're making fences, like, might as well make them nice. And you guys are fast as fuck. I like it. I like it, guys. It's good. Really good. I mean, I've never seen that one. Who's the bitch? What is it? Which one? Which one is the bitch? No. What the hell? No.
Yo, dude, what do we do?
Show me your bitch.
What do we do? What do we do, man?
Who's the bitch?
What do we do?
The older cyclist's response had no connection to what had occurred. He picked up the other rider's bike and threw it into the river, all because of an accidental low-speed bump. In seconds, every sign of rational behavior disappeared. It looked like the situation might end there. It did not. The older cyclist walked off, then almost immediately turned around again. He had convinced himself that he had been insulted a second time. He came back more agitated than before, searching for a place to release the anger still growing inside him.
Bitch! What?
We're not talking.
That bike in the river? Hey, you wanna try?
Dude, get the fuck away from me! We don't want to cause
I'm
problems.
the bitch!
No, dude, please.
You just
Please
said
stop.
it again, man!
Because you're hitting me, please. Buddy, stop. We don't want to fight. Please.
You do that again! You go in the river!
Okay, I'm sorry.
You
I'm sorry.
hear me?
We're sorry.
No, you
We're
hear
sorry.
me?
I hear you.
There's two bikes there. They could be in the river.
Okay, we're sorry.
I'm an asshole, but I won't do it because you're young as fuck.
We're sorry.
I'm 48! You wanna do it again?
No, we're sorry.
The rider, who had been bumped, responded with composure that is difficult to keep under that pressure. When staying calm failed, he tried to reason with him. He kept his voice steady, his hands visible, and his defensiveness out of the exchange.
We'll just chill, man. Okay?
Hey, you know there's a cougar around here. I don't know that cougar. But watch yourself, boys.
Okay, really careful.
Watch yourself, boys.
Really careful.
You want to punch again?
No.
You want to kick?
I'm really
Hey,
sorry.
you want to go in the river with me? Swim, maybe? You want to swim because biking is boring.
Believe.
Hey, you did one fence, two fence. Bitch, you called me. I don't know.
Eventually, he apologized, not because he was at fault, but because some moments cannot be fixed by being right. When someone has stepped outside logic, the only way through is sometimes to give them something that feels like a victory, even when it is not. Someone who goes from a small accidental bump to throwing a bike into a river within seconds is not having a bad day. That kind of response usually suggests something deeper. What do you think was happening with that man? On August 31st, 2025, Brent Underwood, creator of the YouTube channel Ghost Town Living, goes inside a working gold mine first opened over 125 years ago. His channel documents life, labor, and restoration within abandoned towns and historic mining locations. This time, Brent works inside a high-elevation mine near the Canadian border, where access is limited, conditions are harsh, and mistakes leave lasting consequences.
All right, amateur training out of the way. I am officially a miner, and so it is time to get to work. Jason, what we got going on?
Now that you're an official miner, we got 12 hours. We're gonna go underground to the gold vein. Today we're gonna drill it out, we're gonna blast it, and then we're gonna come back in, muck it into bags, and see how much ore we can get for the day.
Off ladder.
So this is the jack leg we're going to be using to drill this round out. This thing probably hasn't changed much in about 75 years. So this is kind of old technology, but it still works really well.
Before its invention, drilling holes for explosives was done by hand, with a hammer and a chisel. miner would strike and twist a steel rod into the rock, slowly carving out each hole.
This drill weighs about 120 pounds. That's the point I'm trying to make there. A leg is 2 stages, and it's run by air. So the more air you give the leg will extend and push the drill into the bottom of the hole, and that's what makes it. It's not me sitting here pushing the drill in. It's all pneumatically powered.
The jack leg. It's a 100-pound pneumatic drill that vibrates so violently it shakes your entire body and the rock around you. That's why it's risky. You're not just drilling, you're destabilizing. All right, so we're about 2 hours into it. We got all the holes drilled. And Jason, how you feeling after that?
Oh man, it's always fun getting back on the jack leg, but it really takes it out of you. It's heavy, it's loud, it's just a beast to handle. But we got all 16 holes drilled in 2 hours. I'm pretty impressed with that. We did pretty good.
Inside the tunnel, Brent starts drilling straight into a quartz vein. The jackleg drill pushes back with constant force, requiring total control, as noise and vibration fill the space. He explains how earlier miners drilled by hand and how modern equipment turns days of labor into hours. As he completes the drilling pattern, the work feels less like progress and more like endurance. Every movement matters here because the mine responds instantly to pressure. What happens next depends completely on how accurate this moment was.
Next step in the process is the explosives. We've got AMFO, caps, some boosters, and a zero. We got to go load all the holes that we just drilled, set it up so they time just right so it all blasts out into our muck pile, and then we can make it all go boom. How about this? 16 holes, correct?
All right, so about 4 hours in or so, and this is what the wall looks like. So that is going to blast out of here, hit that, go down, and that's where the gold will be.
So we've got everything hooked up. The last stage is to connect the battery, which ignites the zero and continues and shoots the whole round.
Oh, well, this is an exciting moment because we did the blast, and now we got to go up and see the result of the blast and of all the ore.
Well, this is just about the worst case scenario. This is a chunk that was about halfway through our round and came from about 50 feet that way. Now we got a mess.
So the first hazard you guys got to deal with is tripping hazards. The second is all the spikes are unaccounted for. I don't know where they are. If you step on them, it's going to go through your foot. Hey, the GoPro's alive.
Hey!
My headlight's alive.
My camera is right around here.
What?
With the holes ready, Brent helps pack ANFO explosives into the rock face. He understands the blast must break the vein cleanly without throwing the tunnel into chaos. When the explosion goes off, the force travels farther than expected. Rock shoots down the passage, damaging nearby equipment and filling the air with dust. The space becomes unstable within seconds, reminding everyone how little room for error exists underground. The mine answers effort with power that refuses control.
A lot of this will be cleanup. We were hoping to come in and just have easy to muck bags, you know, that way you can get this ore out of here, get the gold out. Now we got waste mixed in with ore. All right, so the waste rock mixed in with the ore, so what we're going to be doing now is picking up the ore when we can find it, throwing it in a bag. Next came the mucking, probably the most demanding part of mining. It means removing broken rock. In our case, it involved manpower, picking up rocks and moving them. Sometimes you're bagging high-grade ore, other times you're just moving junk, and sometimes you're separating the ore from the waste.
Right there at my fingertip.
Yep. I see it.
It's gold. Here's a piece I just pulled out of the muck pile, and there's a nice little gold kind of wire sticking out there. There's gold speckled all across the top here. This is a nice piece.
All right, so in the end, we got 176 bags at about 25 pounds a piece, so about 4,400 pounds or 2¼ tons. And Jason, this stuff's running
about an ounce a ton.
So we're about 2 ounces today.
Yeah, a little over 2 ounces.
After the blast, Brent begins mucking the most physically demanding step. He shovels broken rock separates ore from waste and fills heavy bags one at a time. Dust lingers in the tunnel as exhaustion builds. Along the broken quartz, Brent notices visible gold trapped in the rock, proving the vein still has value. By the end of the shift, the crew stacks 176 bags, nearly 2 tons of material, estimated to hold about 2 ounces of gold. Back at camp, the result feels earned, but the cost is hard to ignore. There is gold here, but reaching it takes more than strength. Many viewers praised the skill and payoff, while others focused on quieter dangers, dust exposure, fatigue, and how fast control can vanish underground. If a mine still contains real gold after more than a century, why are so few willing to stay and keep digging? On December 16, 2025, Jasko, creator of the YouTube channel, Jasko spends the night camping in Devil's Forest during a snowstorm. His channel focuses on haunted places and dangerous nighttime explorations. Joined by Chandler on his first camping trip, he enters a forest known for disappearances, violent history, and an old cemetery with temperatures below zero.
Tonight, we're going to be camping inside of one of the world's most haunted forests. Let me tell you a little bit about this forest. So, there was a man by the name of Bernard Hatch who used to tie his victims to the end of his truck, drag them up dirt roads all throughout this forest, and then dismember their bodies all throughout. But not only that, there was a doctor, Dr. Stu Ben, who used to perform crazy experiments on his patients, and if he messed up, he genuinely just killed them. It is rumored that he buried them in a cemetery deep in this forest under fake names so no one would question it. Then there's also a lake where it was believed that the mafia dumped bodies into it. Now, apart from that, it is also believed that this forest is haunted by this white-faced shadow figure. Apparently, if you were to come face to face with this thing, it scars you for the rest of your life. There was also a chair in this forest, like a stone chair. And it was believed that if you sat in this chair, it would bring you bad luck. After a high school party, a girl came here with all her friends and she sat in that chair. 24 hours later, she died in a car crash. And yeah, let's show you guys around a little bit. The snow is deep, guys. I mean, look at this, you ready? And luckily we have this truck, genuinely made for off-roading and stuff like that. And I will say, I don't know how much we're gonna be pushing it with this thing. We're probably gonna be doing a lot of traversing, a lot of walking. So yeah. What the hell was that? That was behind our tent.
Literally. Someone was like by the tent for a minute.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I have it ready. A spear box. Is there anyone here at our campsite right now? I couldn't get my van here, so this is the second best thing, I suppose.
Accidental?
Are we talking about the death that happened to you? What actually happened to you? Can you share that with us? But what was that noise, bro?
I don't know.
Hello? Oh my God, listen to that echo.
I know.
Hello?
Gosh.
Oh, what was that? That was a voice.
How far back does this forest go?
Miles. Like miles and miles and miles. Man.
Holy, bro. Sound like a little footstep over there. That sounds so weird because it's outside in the snow, but like I heard, yeah, it sounded like a crunch, like.
Okay. All right, guys, so we were just walking and we noticed over there's a sign that leads to a trail. Now, we have no idea where this one leads to. However, we were just filming for Chandler's channel and we experienced something so damn terrifying. We didn't even go the right way, by the way.
Oh shit, wait.
Yeah, we're supposed to go down the trail.
Yeah, oh my God.
What the fuck?
What was that?
Chandler, that was a laugh.
Yeah.
As they move deeper into the snow-covered woods, the atmosphere shifts quickly. Jasko hears distant sounds carrying through the trees, voices that do not belong to either of them. Moments later, a sudden laugh cuts through the silence from behind. Chandler reacts at once, turning his head and searching the darkness. The forest responds before showing anything.
Chandler?
What?
I was walking, I just kept like, something was like moving with me under the snow.
Oh, what the heck?
I mean, bro, they're dirty. I mean, you take a look at them.
Yeah.
So maybe they were just ditched here a while back. Clearly, this...
It had to have been a long time ago, like...
If there's anybody here with us that wants to communicate, can you let us know if you were someone who died here, a victim? Were you someone who went missing here? Was your body ever found? Please use your energy into my device here. It's so like eerily quiet.
Yeah.
So when you do hear something,
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, something's here. What the hell is that? Okay, this is actually freaking me out right now. Wait a second.
Huh?
I just heard a voice.
What?
I just heard a voice. It wasn't yours.
Nope. Wasn't talking.
Someone was here. And you see these tracks.
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago, but someone was here. Hello!
Okay. All right.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. Okay, we are not alone out here. Yeah, let's start heading back.
Cool. What?
Oh, it's like, it's hard as shit.
Oh my God.
It's a hoodie, bro.
Who's taking their hoodie off in the middle of winter?
Well, we've seen tracks here. Chandler, people go missing in this forest. We just came across some personal belongings here.
Shit, hey, wait, you're right.
Along the trail, they find abandoned items frozen into the snow. First, a pair of old boots sits partly buried. Later, they discover a New Hampshire hoodie stiff with ice. The clothing does not seem recently dropped. In a forest connected to missing people, the discoveries feel personal, not accidental. The ground holds reminders of those who never returned.
I don't think we should fuck with this.
No.
This is like really giving me bad vibes.
Yeah.
Can you give us a sign to let us know you're here? Whoa! Oh shit!
Dude, wait, did you see that?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, remember rules.
Yes. That almost sounded like a tree knock. Let's
But
see.
from
here.
where? I hate the woods, bro. It's so echoey out here.
Spirits, if there's someone here, can you replicate this noise for me?
Okay, bro, like where? From freaking where?
It's just like the echo. God knows where it's coming from.
As the night grows deeper, a sharp whistle echoes through the forest. Jasko recognizes it immediately. Local warnings say never to whistle in the woods. Chandler becomes visibly nervous as the sound disappears into the trees, leaving no clear direction behind. Some rules exist because someone already faced the consequence.
Chandler.
What?
They're glow sticks.
What?
Glow sticks.
What
Dude,
the
they've
heck?
been here for a while. If they're like basically underneath the snow. There's one right there as well. Bro, this one's underneath.
Wait, there's no way that those were there.
They weren't. We would have seen it before we even put the tent up. It was in front of the tent. We gotta make sure.
Hello? Wait, there could be someone in there.
Okay. So Chandler,
Yeah. Like what?
when we were here earlier, I said to you that if anyone else came out here apart from us, it would genuinely be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, one, the weather,
Yeah.
two, the driving conditions, but then we've seen footprints, recent footprints.
Yep.
So who would be out here and why? Well, someone clearly knows that we're here, obviously. That's a given. Okay, so guys, you can see it. Police just showed up. So apparently, they got some calls about a lot of weird shit going on in the forest. We just spoke to them a little bit, kind of just cleared up. We have nothing to do with whatever's going on. They really didn't want to tap too much into it. We showed them on our phone like some timestamps we have, like when we first got here, some text messages we sent, and they were like, okay, cool. I thought they were coming back.
Yeah.
But we kind of just cleared everything up, made sure that we were okay. And they were also saying that they don't think it's a good idea to spend the night here.
Yeah.
When they get back to camp, glow sticks suddenly surround the tent. Neither of them put them there. Soon after, police arrive and warn them about unusual activity in the area, advising them not to remain overnight. Despite the warning, Jasko chooses to continue. From this point on, they are no longer alone in the woods.
Chandler, there was a fucking gunshot. There was a gunshot.
What was?
Chandler, there was a gunshot.
What do you mean?
What the? Turn off. Yeah, fuck. Turn it off. I'm trying. Is it the wind?
How the? Yes.
Wait, hold on. Shh. Wait. What is going on right now, Chandler?
Wait, what the? Is that a car? Was that seriously a gunshot?
That was a gunshot, 100%. 100%.
You're lying. Shh.
Hey, do it quiet.
Oh. Dude, what was that?
Oh! Chandler's another gunshot. We have to go. We have to go now.
While trying to sleep, unfamiliar noises return. Then 2 gunshots echo nearby. The sound removes any doubt. Jasko and Chandler pack up immediately and leave the campsite in the dark, choosing safety over answers. They do not stay to learn who fired the shots or why. Many viewers focused on human behavior marked camps, distant voices, lights, and police warnings rather than paranormal explanations. If someone marked the campsite at night, were they planning to return once no one was awake? That's it for tonight. Which moment creep? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story. Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.